Emil Smith-Rowe's debut. We're also going to talk about how Domenico Berardi can come into Arsenal. What is Arsenal's transfer budget according to FFP rules? How much can Arsenal spend in the upcoming transfer windows? Because they have to fulfill a very important spot in the squad, that is the striker. Which exactly the player that might fulfill that? We're going to talk about that in a brief moment of time. So keep watching the video till the end. And of course, we're also going to talk about following Balogun's exclusive complete episode wherein we are going to talk about his interview as well. So stay tuned for that. And if you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. Let's move on to the first news that we have. So Emil Smith-Rowe receives his first England appearance cap, and that's a fantastic moment, as we know he deserves that. But more importantly, here's what he said after receiving it. He says it's going to go straight to my mum. Fantastic, isn't it? So Calvin Phillips shared this on his Instagram stories, congratulating Emil Smith-Rowe on his debut against Albania. This guy looks to me like an Arsenal fan, Calvin Phillips. I'm pretty much sure that if we bring him to Arsenal, he won't say no to it at all, at any place. Moving on, so Aaron Ramsdale also hugged his Arsenal teammate Emil Smith-Rowe after the game yesterday. But more importantly, Bukayo Saka on Instagram shared this. He says, "What a player, Emil Smith-Rowe." So lots of admirers for Emil Smith-Rowe. Of course, that's a fantastic thing. To be honest, that's a really fantastic thing to be thinking. Moving on, so talking about more stuff, let's talk about the exclusive interview of Folarin Balogun. Now, he literally opened his heart, he ripped his heart out, and he's actually speaking the facts here. He says, "It's funny because this time last year, Emil was playing under 23 football. So it shows how quickly things can change in football. I speak to Emil and Bukayo a lot. They tell me to be patient. They tell me it's not an overnight thing. It would be naive for me to think that. I know I am not at the level I want to be, but I know the performances I'm putting in. I know I am going in the right direction." I personally believe that he's definitely going in the right direction, because everyone knows he's too big for his boots for under 23s. So he's going to go on out. I think a loan would be perfect. So here's what Balogun had to say. He says, "I feel like I'm definitely open to a new challenge. Wherever it is, I will be ready. As a striker and as a young player, you need minutes. It is the best way to learn and get consistency. It might be a loan, or if I'm needed at Arsenal, I'm here. And the gaffer knows that. I would like to get minutes at Arsenal. I'm not sure what Arteta's plans are. We did speak prior to me signing my contract, and he said I should trust in him, and he has a plan for me. That was a big reason I stayed and decided to resign. I would not say I know his plan per se, but there is a plan, and I have spoken about it with various people at Arsenal. I know that I need to be patient, and I have complete faith in the gaffer." Well, he's speaking facts. Of all the languages in the world, he chose to speak facts. So fantastic thing. So Emil Smith-Rowe shares an image, with Sterling, with the caption, "Buzzing to make my debut at Wembley. Great performance, great team performance, of course." So superb stuff. His first senior debut. That's so great. Fantastic. Moving on, so Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scored a penalty for Gabon, and they have to go to Qatar, and that was the only way to do it. So that is that, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on, let's talk about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's recent interview. So on his recent interview, he was asked, "What were your first thoughts when you heard Antonio Conte would be Spurs manager?" Aubameyang said, "I don't care. To be honest, I don't care." Nobody gives a damn about Antonio Conte, man. See, whoever it is, there's no point fearing him. Whenever we get to face him, it's a North London derby. Even if you put Pep Guardiola there, I'm pretty much sure we are definitely getting our socks up, and we are definitely going to work super hard and try to win that derby. That's all is there in the mind of the players. That's all what the fans want as well, and that's cool. Moving on, West Ham's Mikel Antonio tells Arsenal there is a way to beat Liverpool. Well, yes, there is an answer. We all know how West Ham beat Liverpool. It was not an easy game, but Liverpool were opened up. They were opened up like how Aston Villa opened them up last season. So Mikel Antonio says, well, he's got a post-match interview with Sky Sports. He says, keep the ball away from Virgil. Simplest of the answers. Keep the ball away from Virgil van Dijk for any striker. And boom, Liverpool are dead. Liverpool are there for the taking, and I think not many have the quality to do that. They need to have some ideas to do that, and I think West Ham had a plan. They got it done. They got it done. Moving on, Arsenal coach is impressed by Cedric Soares of what he is doing. Now Cedric, well, he's not pissed as to why he's not getting game time at Arsenal. So ESPN reports that Arsenal coaches have been impressed by his willingness to work. Cedric said, I'm there fighting. Every week, every day, I will be there knocking on the door, making Arteta a problem in a good way, that he needs to think who to put on the pitch. Of course, it is his decision. I respect that and he knows that. But I will not make it easier. Never. This is how I grow up in my career. Fight and win. That, my friend, is a fantastic thing to say and fantastic thing to learn from it. Moving on, so Nicolas Pepe's last chance to shine according to Kevin Campbell. Now Kevin Campbell has a suggestion, and I don't think so. There are many people who still believe in Nicolas Pepe. So what did Kevin Campbell say? Kevin Campbell says, this is the proving season for Pepe, I believe. He will get a chance. It might be in the Carabao Cup, but he will get a chance. He's got to shine. He has to. If he does not, what is it? The third year of a 5-year deal? We're still waiting for him to make the real breakout. Although he broke out a little bit at the back end of the last season, is that enough for a record signing? It's not enough. It isn't, of course. But also Kevin Campbell suggests that if he does not shine, Arsenal need to get rid of him. Do you think Nicolas Pepe's time at Arsenal is running out? Do you think that it's already run out and he should be sold? Let me know in the comments what do you guys think of the record right winger signing in the whole of Premier League. Do you think Nicolas Pepe is done out here at Arsenal? Let me know in the comments. Moving on, Domenico Berardi again. Arsenal have reportedly touched base over signing Domenico Berardi in January. Now, according to Fanta Calcio, the North Londoners have made contact with Sassuolo over the signing of 27-year-old winger this winter and are moving strongly. 13 goals in 11 Premier League games illustrates that Arsenal could be a lot better as an attacking force. Yes, it's not a good thing. Even though we are 5th, it's not a good thing. The report claims that Arsenal have knocked on Serie A club's door, but with Fiorentina also in the reckoning, there's a lot of work for the English side to do. Fiorentina? Are you telling me that we are going to lose the battle to Fiorentina for Domenico Berardi? He's Italian, could be possible, but I think if Berardi wants to leave, he would go for a bigger club. Sassuolo or Fiorentina. Okay, I'd pick Juventus or something like that, or Inter, or any big club that wants to come for me. Like if I were Berardi. Anyways, I'm not Berardi, so it's not my headache. Moving on, so the biggest question: how much money can Arsenal spend in the upcoming transfer windows? Like, do we have a chance? Of course, last time we spent around 150 million spending on Ben White, Aaron Ramsdale, Takehiro Tomiyasu, the kind of players, Nuno Tavares, the kind of players that we brought in. We knew what we were bringing in. Everyone planned it well. Sambi was there as well. So, how much more can we spend legally? Well, here's the answer. As per football.london, citing the Daily Mail, Arsenal have £201 million, £201 million to play with without breaking FFP. Now, Lacazette leaves and Nketiah leaves. There are lots of caveats to this. Lacazette leaves and Nketiah leaves. Okay, Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey both injury prone. So, Africa Cup of Nations, Arsenal need to spend. There are lots of reasons for Arsenal to spend in January. Lots. Planning for the future. If you get someone now, that person gets 6 months to adapt to the league. If you get him in the summer, he might take his sweet time to adapt in the league. So I'm talking about a striker. So lots of things to recover. With £201 million to spend, which signing you think Arsenal should get in the transfer window. What should be Arsenal's budget, and what sort of areas should Arsenal target? Let me know in the comments. 201 million to spend. Do you think that we could get Domenico Berardi? Let me know in the comments. I will definitely respond to them. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.